Britney walked out of the same entrance. She wasn't in workout clothes, she was in tight jeans and a new silk top I hadn't seen before. She looked radiant, smiling while looking at her phone. She got into her car and drove off. I didn't follow her. I just sat there, holding the phone with the pictures, feeling my whole IFE shatter. Her lies and his audacity. They're meeting outside of work, and she's not ashamed to drive our car there. This isn't just an affair. It's become a part of her routine. Elle got home to find Britney already there. Say was sitting on the couch, wearing her home clothes, watching some reality TV show, completely calm. It drove me insane. Elle didn't yell. I just turned off the TV, stood in front of her, and said, "I know where you were, Britney." And it wasn't the yoga studio. Her initial reaction. She didn't even flinch. She rolled her eyes, raised one eyebrow, and with that witchy smirk, she drawled, "Oh, really? Are you tracking me now? That's pathetic. I was working out. I just parked far away because the lot was full." Elle showed her the pictures of her car in the BMW lot. I showed her the GPS screenshots. Her face finally changed. Not to remorse, but to fury. She grabbed my phone and hurled it against the wall, the screen shattered. Then she started screaming that it was all my fault. "You're a paranoid psycho. You can't control me, so you fabricated these proofs to feel better. Can't you see how weak you are? I'm just trying to get out of the house for some personal space, and you're stalking me like a sick person." Her screams were so loud and hysterical could barely hear myself think. She completely flipped the narrative. She's the victim, and I'm the crazy, controlling one. Elle realized this wasn't an ordinary lie. She's an absolute narcissistic bitch who feels no guilt. After last night's hysterics, I was in a total daze. She slept in the guest room, slamming the door so hard the walls shook. I spent a sleepless night formulating a plan to file for divorce. I decided not to say another word until I'd consulted a lawyer. This morning, she left for work at 8 a.m. as usual, coldly throwing out, "Don't wait up for dinner. I have a client meeting." Her tone was bitchy and superior. Elle work in IT, and I was supposed to give an important video presentation today. But at 9:30 a.m., my boss called. The presentation was postponed until tomorrow. I had the day off. Elle didn't think. I just got in my car and drove home. I needed to grab a laptop I'd forgotten, and I figured I could use the time to collect my most valuable possessions. Elle opened the front door. It was quiet. Walked into the living room, and then it hit me. I heard sounds coming from our bedroom. Our goddamn bedroom. Elle didn't know what to do. My heart dropped into my stomach. I walked down the hall, my legs feeling like cotton. I pushed the bedroom door open. And there they were. Britney, my wife, and Derek, the BMW salesman with his jacket on the floor. They were in my bed. It wasn't a dealership, or a hotel. It was my house. This was the betrayal happening right here. Elle just stood there. They jumped up like they'd been burned. Derek's face was terrified and guilty. But Britney, she immediately switched to hysterical bitch mode. The seconds I stood in the bedroom doorway felt like an eternity. Derek stammered, trying to cover himself with the blanket, and said something like, "I'm sorry, man." But Britney took control of the situation. The witch that she is, she immediately went on the offensive. She sprang out of bed, ignoring her semi-naked appearance, and screamed at Derek, "Shut up, you idiot." Then she lunged at me. "Are you satisfied? You sick stalker. You destroyed our life with your paranoia, so what did you expect? I had to do this. You're so boring, so predictable. You don't even know how to be a man.